We all know that companies want to make profits. In order to do that, they need to research the consumers to discover their problems, their needs, wants, and demands, and to come up with a product or a service that would satisfy that need and would satisfy that problem. In marketing terms, this is called creating value for customers, and when the company takes the money for their product, this is called capturing value from customers in return. The microenvironment includes all the actors that are close to the company that can influence, in a positive or in a negative way, the ability of the company to create value for customers and establish relationships with them. Before starting this video, we need to understand one thing that is very important. Every company on this planet acts, behaves, and works in what we call an environment. This environment is represented by forces and actors that influence the ability of the company to interact with the consumers, so to establish relationships with them, with what we call the targeted customers. And marketing is all about that. Marketing is all about identifying the need, the want, the demand, the problem of the consumer, and coming up with a product or a service that would satisfy that need, that would solve that problem. So when the consumer buys the product of the company, he becomes a customer. So that customers pay the money, that is the profit the company makes, and in marketing we call that capturing value back from customers, right? Because in the first phase you create the value, so you create the product for the customers, and in the second phase you get the money, so you capture value back. Well, when companies do that, when they establish relationships with the consumers to transform them into customers, they work in what we call a marketing environment. The marketing environment has two types. There is the macro environment and there is the micro environment. And I've created a video, separated video for each one of these environments. You can check the links down in the description. In this video, we talk about the micro environment. If you'd like to see the entire video that has both of the environments, check the links down in the description. So since we talk about the microenvironment in this video, let's see the definition of it. The microenvironment are all the actors close to the company that affect its ability to serve its customers. So there is the company, suppliers, marketing intermediaries, customer markets, competitors, and public. As you know, marketing is a very visual field, so I will bring up on the screen a model that you can see all the factors and all the actors influencing the microenvironment. In the marketing process, there are all these actors that can influence the company. We included the company in the scheme because the company represents the marketeers must work together with all the other departments of the company to create customer value and relationships. They must understand the customer's needs to be able to create value to satisfy those needs. The suppliers, they have a role in creating value for customers because the marketeers must partner up with them for obtaining the value and to create the delivery network. The marketing intermediaries are the resellers, the physical distributors, and the financial intermediaries. The publics are the financial institutions, media, government, citizens, the local publics and general publics as well as internal publics. And finally, the customers are the most important actors in the scheme. They are the aim marketing looks at because the entire value of the delivery system is to serve the targeted customers and to create strong relationships with them. So just by looking at this model, we can understand that there are all these actors that influence the ability of the company to do its marketing job. Well, we discussed about identifying the need, the want, the demand of the consumers and targeting and segmenting them. This means that after you identify the need, the want, the demand of the consumer that you want to target, he will become your targeted market. About that, you can watch a video, it's right here, or check it in the links in the description about segmentation and how to choose your customer and targeted customers. Going on, companies said, okay, we identified the customers we want to target. We identified their need, their want, their demands, their problems. We have the product, we have the service that can solve that need or solve that problem. What do we do next? Because the microenvironment says the following thing: hey, there are all these people, there are all these groups of people that can influence our job. They can influence if we can do or not our job well. And these groups who can influence the company and its ability to serve the customers are the company, the suppliers, the marketing intermediaries, the customer market, competitors, and publics. These compose the microenvironment. So now that you have a clear image about what the microenvironment is, that you know that there are all these actors that influence the company and its ability to target, well, to achieve the relationship they want with the customers, we will discuss each individual actor. The first one that we look at is the company, because the company has to make plans. They need to design marketing plans and strategies as well. The company wants to make profits. Remember, for companies it is always about profits and it wants to earn money. So in order to do that, all the departments within a company, they need to work together, from sales, from the legal department, from marketing, from manufacturing. Every department has to be aligned with each other and to work towards the same direction. The groups within a company are top management, finance, research and development, purchasing, operations, human resources, and accounting. Top management sets the company's mission, objectives, broad strategies, and policies. If you really want to understand what it means that a company sets the mission, we talk about the mission statement of the company, about the vision statement of the company, how to set objectives and strategies. You can watch the video right here I've created for you. It is a separated video about this topic. Check the link down in the description as well. Going on, marketing managers must work with all the other departments of a company. It takes the lead to ensure that all the departments, from manufacturing to legal and accounting, share the responsibility of understanding customers' needs and create customer value. In other words, the management, the top management of the company sets the mission, objectives, and strategies. They say, we want to achieve this and this is how we want to achieve it. And then the marketing takes the lead of all the other departments to ensure that they work together to obtain that mission, to make it possible and to make it achievable. The second actor we look at are the suppliers. And the suppliers are probably one of the most important actors in the microenvironment of the company, because remember what the microenvironment is, right? All the actors that can influence the ability of the company to establish relationships with the customers. Well, if you don't have the supplies, if you don't have the resources to manufacture your products, you cannot deliver value to your customers, right? So the suppliers are really important, and most of the companies, they need to create strong bonds with their suppliers, because together they create what is called a value delivery network. The suppliers are one of the most important links in a value delivery network. They provide resources that are needed to produce the goods and services. Going on, the marketing intermediaries are all the companies that help the company to promote, sell, and distribute its goods to final buyers. They include resellers, physical distribution firms, marketing services, agencies, and financial intermediaries. Just like the suppliers, the marketing intermediaries are very important to a company, because they look at the overall value, right? The customer looks at the overall value of the product that he bought, and the company is responsible to ensure that the entire chain has a good quality. So it has to optimize the performance from the products to its delivery to create the best customer value. What we look at are the competitors. I guess that you can probably imagine why the competitors are important for a company when it comes to its ability to serve customers. However, in order for a company to be successful, it must provide greater customer value and satisfaction than its competitors. Marketeers must do more than just simply adapt to the needs of the target customers. They need to gain strategic advantage by positioning higher offerings strongly against their competitors. The next actor we look at are the publics. A public is any group that has an actual or potential interest in the impact of an organization's ability to achieve its objectives. And there are 7 types of publics. There are the financial publics. They can influence the company's ability to obtain funds. For example, banks, investment analysts, shareholders, and the major financial publics. The media publics, this group carries news, features, editorial, opinions, and other content. It includes television statements, newspapers, magazines, and blogs and other social media. Government publics. The management must take government development into account. Marketeers must often consult the company's lawyers on issues of product safety and other matters. The citizen action publics. A company's marketing decision may be questioned by consumer organizations, environmental groups, minority groups, and others. Its public relations department can help it to stay in touch with the consumer and citizen groups. The local publics. This group includes the neighborhood residents and the community organizations. The general public. A company needs to be concerned about the general public's attitude towards its products and activities. The public's image of the company affects its buying behavior. If you would like to learn more about the company image, reputation, and identity, I've created a separate video that you can watch right here or in the links down in the description. And finally, the last group, internal publics. This group includes workers, managers, volunteers, and the board of directors. When employees feel good about the company they work for, this positive attitude spills over the external public. And finally, we discuss about the customers. Probably, actually, for sure, the most important actor in the microenvironment. The aim of the entire value delivery network is to engage target customers and create strong relationships with them. There are 5 types of customer markets. Consumer markets consist of individual and households that buy goods and services for personal consumption. Business markets, they buy goods and services for further processing or use in their production processes. Reseller markets buy goods and services to resell at a profit. Government markets consist of government agencies that buy goods and services to produce public services or to transfer the goods and services to others who need them. And finally, international markets consist of these buyers in other countries, including consumers, producers, resellers, and governments. Each market type has a special characteristics that call for careful study by the seller. The customers were the last actor of the microenvironment. This was everything about this video. I hope you understood the microenvironment and all the actors that influence it. Remember that the marketing environment has 2 types, the microenvironment we just talked about, and there is also the macro environment that you can watch right here or in the link down in the description. One more thing, if you have your own company or are an entrepreneur that wants to create its marketing strategy, the communication strategy, and overall a business plan for your company, check the links down in the description. I've created a manual that will help you step by step with all the information, guidance, and instructions that you need to create a personalized marketing communication strategy for your company, and overall you will have a quality business plan that you can use to guide your company. There is a manual and a notebook as well. First you read the information and then you follow the step-by-step instructions. So in the end, the notebook becomes your very own personal business plan for the company. It is personalized, it works for any company, and you just need to go through the instructions. You have videos supporting you, and all that you have to do is to check the links down in the description. Also, another way you may thank me for creating these videos is by buying me a coffee. I run on a lot of coffee to create these videos. First of all, to do the research for the information, then to film, to edit the videos, and to post them for you to watch for free. So if you feel like you can buy me a coffee, I would highly appreciate it. Another way is, of course, to hit the like button, to subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down in the comment section of this video, because you know how YouTube is nowadays. If there is no engagement, there is no promotion. So if this video helped you, I would highly appreciate your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.